Multiculturalism is a lie. Well, at least in the way it's talked about in America. Because notice something, only Western countries are expected to accept, tolerate, and bend around other cultures above their own. You don't see this expectation in the East. You don't see this in large parts of Asia. You don't see it especially in the Middle East. And we all instinctively understand this. That's why when Americans go overseas and act like idiots, breaking laws, disrespecting customs, doing things that are completely antithetical to that country's culture, people say they got what they deserve. Nobody calls that bigotry. Nobody pretends all cultures are magically compatible in these cases. But in the West, if you acknowledge cultural incompatibility, suddenly you're labeled with some buzzword, bigot, xenophobe, whatever's trendy that week. But here's another lie that gets pushed, that America doesn't have a unifying culture, and that's nonsense. American culture is built on liberty, individualism, and free enterprise, and that's the glue. That's why different subcultures could exist without tearing the country apart. That's why America largely worked, and that's why it was prosperous. Diversity wasn't the foundation. It was a byproduct of a shared core value system. And the irony is this. The people who insist diversity or multiculturalism is our strength are actively ensuring conflict and turmoil. Because coexistence doesn't happen when there's no common standard. It doesn't happen when everything is relative. And it doesn't happen when the host culture is told it's not allowed to exist. Because you don't get harmony that way, you get conflict.